Hey everybody, so before I show the footage of my neighborhood and whatnot, I just wanted to say something really quick that I forgot to mention in that video. I do want to do another live stream. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm hoping soon, but I definitely have to plan it out with my sister again and whatnot, and I have to do do the timing and whatnot. But what I did want to ask is, I have an idea of what I would like to talk about, or maybe one or two things I would like to talk about. But what I would like from you guys is, if you have any ideas of anything you want me to talk about, leave it in the comment section. And I guess if not, I'll just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. I don't know if there's ever going to come a point where I'm going to drop the link and have people come into the stream, because I saw a stream one time where there was a dude all of a sudden came onto the stream and he was, flailing his dingling at the camera, and and I'm like, I don't know if my haters out there really hate me that much, so I don't know if I want to go through all of that. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. But I think at some point I'll start dropping the link, and then people can come up and talk to me or whatever. I just know that I have a lot of people on here that don't like me, and that's something that I feel like I gotta be mentally prepared for if I do that. All right. Anyhow, enjoy the view of my neighborhood, and I guess I'll see you all in my next one. Bye. All right. So this is basically what our new neighborhood looks like. Trees, snow. This is the time of the year, in my opinion, that I think it looks the nicest to me, when there's a little bit of snow out and stuff like that, just because it looks really nice on the trees and the mountain areas or whatever. I'm hoping that this video is not going to be too shaky, but it probably will, because I am holding the phone, and I'm trying to I see a really nice view on the left side, but I don't know if I'm probably not gonna be able to catch it from here unless we go in that direction. If we go in that direction, then I guess I could show you guys, right? So basically, what can I say about this neighborhood and about the people? So far, for the most part, the people are very nice. I can't really complain. We are definitely the minority, the minorities out here. And it's not that there isn't any other minorities. There's some, but it's very, very few. It's a very low percentage out here. I would see that I could see more. If anything, I see more. So there's some black Americans, very few, and I guess other than that, maybe some Asians. Occasionally I see Latin people, but it's very, very rare. I feel like I've seen more Asians than Latin people. But other than that, the people they're friendly for the most part. They're very, what I'm not used to is how talkative they are. Because I'm pretty quiet myself. I'm really, really reserved. I stay to myself a lot. So it's really saying hi to everybody. Even when people are walking by, they say hi to you. If you're in the car and they're walking by, they stop by and they say hi. And I'm still getting used to that. There's American flags everywhere. Here's an example. Everybody has American flags everywhere. So the patriotism is really high out here. That doesn't bother me one bit. But you see how nice it looks, the mountains and everything with the snow. It looks really pretty, in my opinion. I don't know if we're gonna see any animals out here, the video that I did, where the clip that I showed the cow, because today it was below 9 degrees. It was negative 9 degrees. So it's really, really, really freezing out here. And that's one of the big differences out here is the cold and the snow in this part of New York. Holy crap. So drastically different from New York City. And it's when it's cold, it almost feels like it's 20 degrees colder than what the temperature will say. So there's that part too. But the people are very nice. When it's 50 degrees, no joke, the people out here are in a t-shirt and shorts. I'm not kidding. I swear, I got away for a day when it hits like 50 degrees, and I'm gonna take my phone out and I'm gonna record it to prove it. And it's not just the people, like they'll have their children, their babies dressed like that too. And even when it's like cold but maybe not below freezing, they'll still be out with like maybe a thin jacket and a pair of pants, and that's it. Sometimes I've even seen the people out here wearing slippers and stuff like that in this cold ass weather, and they look like they don't feel it at all. And even like the children, they look like they don't feel the cold weather at all. Meanwhile, like me, like my daughter, like, you know, we're freezing all the time. But yeah, the people out here are really like accustomed to it already. Occasionally there's the microaggressions, and I've said this before, but it's usually like with really old, like older ladies, and it only happens like when we go to the store, like Walmart. Walmart is a crazy place. So yeah, that's usually when it happens. Or like there's like a local supermarket that we go to, sometimes it happens there occasionally, but nothing that I'm not, you know, used to. It's not like I didn't go through those things when I lived in New York City, so that's really nothing new to me. I'm trying to think of what else I can say in this area.
The savages.
My husband is calling them savages. Why are you calling them savages? Sometimes, okay, this is kind of gross, right? So sometimes, because this area is like really big with like farming and everything like that. This is like a real big cattle industry type area, right? So some of the people out here, I'm assuming it's because that's what they do for a living, but sometimes they walk around like really dirty, and I'm not trying to be like exaggerating. Again, this is something that I wish I would like take my phone out to prove it, but like you'll see literal dirt on like their legs and like on their bodies and like on their clothes or whatever, and it looks so disgusting. And like literally like they rolled in dirt. Like I'm not exaggerating. You know, it's not like a little bit of dust here and there. It's like they rolled in dirt and they went outside. Like, okay, I rolled in dirt, now I'm gonna go to the store. Like, so that like I'm not used to that, you know, especially being like a city person. I'm not used to like that level of like literal dirtiness. It's like a literal dirt, like, oh, you are dirty. Like in the most literal sense of being dirty. But again, that's not most of the people. It's like it's just do see it sometimes. There is like areas, like I would say like an hour away from where we live, probably maybe more than that, and that we have found by, like, we had got lost one time and we had came across these like the trailer parks, but like the scary, you know, the hills have eyes type scary trailer parks, and we never wanted to go there ever again. Like, I am never going here again. It's so creepy. It's like, it's almost fitting like a, I would say it's even fitting worse than what you would consider to be just a stereotype. You know, it's like it looks scary. It is like really it is oddly intimidating. It's not to say the people are mean or anything. I wouldn't know because we didn't interact with them at all. But it's very different to see white poverty up close, you know, because we're always talking about black and brown poverty, and then when you see white poverty, you know, that it does have a look to it sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't, though, because sometimes they do cover it better than we do. So yeah, but you see lots of snow and trees and land and snow and trees and land. That's why it's like I've attempted this video so many times already, and I never like the way it comes out, so I never upload it. And then like the other times I tried, it wasn't snowing, so I was like, let me just do it on a day, or try to get it on a day where at least snows, or like at least the view is nice, you know. I have no idea where we are, by the way. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, there's also like Animal Crossing signs, so you'll see we haven't passed one yet. They have like cow crossing signs out here. I haven't seen a literal cow cross the street. I really can't wait to see that though, because that would probably be cute as hell. But they have cow crossing signs. They have like horse and carriage crossing signs out here. There's the Amish. There's an Amish community. Yeah, there's an Amish community out here somewhere. They do wave at you or whatever. You know, they do say hello. And that's something like I wanted to record them too, but at the same time, I don't want to be like disrespectful. They don't want you to record them. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like disrespectful and just like, you know, go beyond their boundaries or whatever. But I am very curious about them too. And the doctor's office that I go to, I've seen a couple of times. I've seen like Amish families going there, and I was kind of I'm like, so where do they? I was kind of curious. It's like, okay, so where do they draw the line on like what? So they do see regular doctors and stuff. I don't know if you can see. There's a horse. I think it's too fast. I think we're moving too fast. Yeah, I think I moved too fast. We moved too fast. Well, there was a horse there, so I guess sometimes they keep the animals out.
It's cold.
Yeah, I know, it's freezing. Oh, look, deers.
What are those? I don't want to run them over. But they are deers.
See the deers?
Someone's going to shoot
How cute. This is also a very big hunting area, so that's why he's saying that. It's very huge. Everybody is armed out here, by the way. Our neighbors, everybody is armed. Big hunting community.
Armed. Everybody knows how to shoot.
Everybody knows how to shoot.
Everybody has gut an animal.
Everybody knows how to gut an animal. They all have excellent aim out here. Yeah, you know, so that's their thing. You know, it's not my thing. But you know, it's what it is. That's you know, that's what they do. That's their culture.
Oh, they're in the road again.
Oh no, the deers are running back. They are the same
there's
deer.
Another one on the left too.
We gotta
damn, there's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them out. Wow.
Right,
so we got to be careful with the deers. There's tons of deers out here. But there was deers.
It's the same family, so once we get past this area, we're good.
There was, you know, deers where we used to live too, like the area that we used to live. But like out here, you see them. But where we used to live before we moved out here, they were out there too. I guess you don't remember. Anyhow, there was deers out where we used to live too, but you didn't see them as much out here, I guess because we were closer to the city at the time. So.
Oh yeah, it was rare. It's really rare.
Yeah.
Out here it's every day. We got one that always came to our apple tree. Remember when I was working out?
Yeah, we used to have one that used to come to our backyard all the time. They're big. Like when you see them up close, they're really big. And unfortunately, sometimes you see them as roadkill. You know, we're always trying to be very, very careful with that. But we've seen turkeys crossing. We've seen turtles crossing. All types of animals out here. Just a lot of different animals. Yep, just waved at somebody just now.
Waving ass area.
Yeah, the people. Yeah, they're nice though. Can't complain. They sometimes, you know, we get the looks. Sometimes we get looks out of curiosity. Sometimes it may not be the nicest looks. You know, we get those too. Not as much. I feel like the looks are usually more of like what's that? You know, like who are they? Like what are they? You know what I mean?
You break that by just saying how you doing.
Yeah, usually when you say hello, like if you know if they look at you or whatever, you say hello or whatever, and then it kind of breaks. You know. Sometimes I wonder if they think if we know, like they question English. If we know English. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Well, that's, you know why I say that, because the times that I worked in predominantly like white areas and stuff, like I went through that in my own personal experience, where I would have people come up to me and thinking that automatically making the snap judgment before, it's so hilarious. Somebody that doesn't speak Spanish, they made the snap judgment that I didn't speak any English and only spoke Spanish, you know? And I've had that happen to me several times in my life. So, yeah. So sometimes, you know, it does seem like they question or they wonder if we speak English or if I speak English. I don't know if they think my husband looks like a Mexican the way that Mexicans thought he looked Mexican in New York City. I have no idea, you know. I don't think so though. It seems like out here they can tell what he is. That's just, you know, the impression that I get. So
I don't know what the heck they think I am.
Yeah, I don't know
but
either.
I let them know I'm present.
Yes, you let them know you're present. Me, on the other hand, I don't care that much. So if I'm in the mood to say hello, I'll say hello.
You know what it is? I think that's a guy thing.
Yeah.
That's a guy's
Yeah.
name.
I think so too. And I think women size each other up and look at each other different.
ways.
Yeah.
It's the
Like
same
I
shit.
really don't get like the negative look from guys, so from the men out here. So it's really the ladies, the
It's
older.
ultimately the same shit.
Yeah.
Just different ways of doing shit. I mean, between gender, right?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think. I'm like 13 minutes in, and I might just like freaking.
We could talk about white poverty again, because white poverty out here, you know, you see their homes all messed up, but they own the house, they own the land, so they can sell that and get some type of, they could liquidate their asset basically.
Right.
Compared to first generation people out here, immigrants, or even, you don't even have to go that far, you know, like that far removed. You can look at, you know, African Americans that been here, right? They don't have that land, they don't have that house that they can sell when they hit a rough patch in their life.
Yeah, it's
So that's very real.
you're talking about all this, and people on my channel are gonna say
No,
that
but
you're,
they don't-
let me finish. They're gonna say that you're LARPing for blacks. So
LARPing for
yes,
blacks?
that you're defending them, and that you're, you know. So the minute that I swear, it's like if you say one thing, people are gonna say something. If you say like, oh, there's problems between Latin and black, sometimes they'll make an issue out of it. If you say something else, then it's like you make, you know, they're gonna make an issue out of it. So, you know, say what you want to say.
It's different when you can see it and you're
Right.
like, oh, this is what that's meant.
Another thing that you can talk about with that poverty thing too. He's I said before that my husband is getting, you know, he's at Columbia right now getting his master's. And I think it was like last semester he had to do a project where it was talking about homelessness, right? Was that what the problem?
Yeah,
what the
homelessness.
project was? So what we ended up having to do was that we had to look up what a homeless shelter was like out here, and we did find one, and it just so happened to look like a regular house, and it like blended in with the rest of the community. And I found that to be so different than what you would see like in New York City, for example, where it's like, wait, there in New York City, there's like these huge homeless, but you know, these shelters, these huge buildings. You see these long lines of people outside, where it's like, you know, it's like almost like dehumanizing to an extent, homelessness, homeless people, right? So it's just very different how humanizing to me it seemed out here versus what I saw in New York City.
Yeah, there was no cops
And
there.
there was no cops, there was nothing. You would never even think that it was a shelter unless you looked it up. Like it just looked like a regular house.
Right.
You know, it had like a sign,
It was a big house.
but it was a discreet sign, if that makes sense. It's like, oh look, I'm gonna prove it to you with a cow crossing. Here it is. Cow crossing sign.
Oh, and a cow.
And a cow. Look at the cow. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the move.
Don't run
oh
into
my
the
God.
street.
Don't run into the street. Do you remember we were just talking about cow crossing? Oh, I'm putting this video up. Holy shit. Look at this one. Oh my God.
The babies.
Oh, how cute
This
they
one looks
are.
like it's not fed enough.
Oh my goodness. I got cows for you guys. Yay. Look at that. And if we stood there, that looked like it would cross the street, because it's where they were, it was open. There was like no gate there. Right here, there's a gate. But where they were standing, there was no gate there.
Yep.
So that's why they have the sign there. I told you that there was cow crossing signs and there's cows.
Silly.
That was cute. That was very cute.
That brown one, I like that brown
That
one.
was cute, yeah.
I like that one too.
They were cute, but I wasn't too. Oh, look, the tractor sign.
Oh yeah, I hate them.
Those
Them
tractor
farm-
things,
Ugh.
forget it. If you get caught behind one of them, it takes forever. It feels like it takes forever to like get anywhere, and you can't go past them.
Well, you could go past them
It
here.
depends.
It's that if you're on the main
if the
road, you're not
right, it
supposed to
depends on
pass
what.
them.
Yeah, it depends on what road you're on, you know. And if it's not wide enough, you can't pass them either. You know, if it's like a really wide, sometimes these things are these tractors. There's so many different types of tractors too.
There's some shit
So
that
many
looks
things
like
we've
it'll mess up
never
your car
seen.
if
We're
you-
like, what the hell is that? You know. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I think that's it.
It's cattle country.
Yes, yeah. This is cattle country. This is it. This is like straight up Americana. That's really what I could say. It really is like straight up Americana. But we do like it. We do like it. I do like it. You know, I do miss New York. I'm not gonna lie. Like I miss New York City.
Food
I
drought
miss
out here.
the food is not that great. Like as far as like
What type of food?
any type of
here?
takeout or anything like that, there really
You
isn't.
got
Like
one Chinese, one Italian.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we miss the variety. Not gonna lie, like we missed the variety.
Well, we gotta order
How
banana
pretty the
memes
sky
today.
looks. The sky looks so pretty. Yeah, a lot. You know, there's certain ingredients out here that they don't have at all. Yup.
Ain't no
Yup.
Ain't no achote there.
Yep. So there's a lot of things, you know, Asian things that they don't have out here. But it seems like I think there's Asian markets that are not too far that we could probably go to, and he'll be able to find something, you know,
That's
more.
an hour away, not too
Hey,
far.
where's their Latin stuff that I can go get?
About an hour away.
I don't
That's
know
where that's
about
at.
it. I don't know about it, but yeah, everything is far. Like that, you know, as far as ingredients, there's not much, and you have to like improvise.
Deers right there. Another family. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Deers
there's
are just
more
out.
deers.
Oh, they're feeding them. They got a bucket out there
Cute.
for deers.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
old school cars. Oh, that's another thing, right?
Oh yeah. Couldn't really
Like
see
these,
it.
what you call it? There's mad older folks. I don't know how they did it, but they kept like them cars from the 50s and 60s, pristine
Yeah,
condition.
they did. Mm-hmm.
Pristine condition. Oh, I think this is one of the
Yeah,
areas.
this area. I will say, like, if you're a younger person, this may not
ain't
be
for
for
you.
you. It's
This
not
ain't
for
for
you.
you.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like the oldest people either, but we're not like, you know,
We ain't young.
we're not spring chickens. You know, it's not necessarily the area for everybody. You know what I mean? Not everybody would be into this. The younger people forget it, especially if people that are like socialites and they, you know, they want to talk all day and hang out all day. Forget it. You're not. This is not for you. You're not gonna like this.
But curfew was like 8 o'clock or something. It's
Yeah.
mad early, but you know, we grown folks, so we ain't outside
Yeah,
partying or anything
exactly.
like that.
We're-
And if we
we're
party,
all-
we're gonna be on our own property.
Exactly. So, yep. We don't party anyway. So, well,
So we don't know anybody out here to party.
Even it doesn't matter because even when we were younger, we weren't big partiers anyway. So I wasn't. So anyhow, that's it. I'm cutting this off. This is already 20 minutes in, a little over 20 minutes, and I think that's about it. You guys got a cow. You guys got a cow crossing sign. That's it. That's
good
my
enough.
neighborhood. That's good enough. All right, guys. You take it easy. Bye.